Alright, so I'm going to be cutting my trip a day short. My first plan fell through completely because the police are very concerned about tourist safety, and if you venture anywhere outside of the small zone, they turn you back or will drive you back. So, first itinerary, bam. Second itinerary, booked some excursions out of town to Semana y Park, and the tour guide ghosted me, never showed up, so I'm in the process of trying to get my money back for that. Then the third itinerary was take a taxi out to Boca Chica, and I did that, and it was fine, but since there was nobody else out there, the taxi driver just stood there with me for the entire 15 minutes I stood there until I was ready to go back, because there was nobody to take me back. And he just then tried to basically want to be my tour guide for the day at a price that was higher than what the guides were that fell through. So I'm actually going to go have a continental breakfast for once, because I rarely get those. I'm always up so early. And then I'm going to walk around a little bit and show you the sights just a little bit more, and then headed back to Cleveland. Of course, Nick, buy a brand new camera for 60 times zoom and leave it in the room because, hey, you're just going out till the morning. Who knows what you'll see? Beachcombers, man. Love it. Who knows? Now, I have to address the waste, and that's just sad, but that is sadly everywhere. Working. Ahora.
Oh, I need to say hello.
See?
Because
That's
maybe they cannot understand the Spanish word.
Sí.
Esto orgánico se puede encontrar en varias partes del mundo, pero se destaca mucho en la República Dominicana por su color y varios factores. En encontrar el larimar, en descubrir la petorita azul. Y
Lo siento, nueva cámara.
Hace millones y millones y millones de años.
Algunos artefactos de Teno. Un Buda.
It's amazing.
Sí. Parece, sí, como una opal.
Han sido atrapadas naturalmente. Chicas, le van a interesar mucho esto. Esto se puede ver como el ámbar cambia
Sí.
la tonalidad.
Okay, so these are going to be full of lots of random streets and Nick wandering, because that's pretty much what I got to do when I was here. Just wander around Zona Colonial. Hola, gatos. Hi. Yeah. Yeah? Sing all together, all together. En todo, en todo. See? Okay. Zona Colonial in Santo Domingo has 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I visited all of them when I was on island. I've been to many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, especially this last year, and they never cease to impress. The just gravitas and weight of time. There's an almost anima to the stones when you touch them. This is Calle Conde, which is a promenade or avenue right in the center of Zona Colonial. All right, this is a great example. This is essentially the only neighborhood tourists are allowed to wander in. If you go outside that zone, I guarantee you within 5-10 minutes, the policia will direct you back to here. Of course, that officers turning you around thing is not without merit, because I'm at the very edges again, and I've already had, it's early in the morning, I've already had several people pestering me, and not just purchasing, but also just general, give me, and it's so hard. I understand people are hurting, but man, come on, you gotta let people be. Everybody loves the pigeons. There's thousands of pigeons. Everybody feeds the pigeons. Everybody loves the pigeons. The problem is, when nobody seems to realize or care, I guess, is these fucking tree rats sit up here and shit all over everybody. It's actually quite funny when people realize, oh, Otra jerga dominicana para ustedes. Another Dominican slang for you all is que lo que. Que lo que is your what's up, how you doing. It is your generic informal hi. And if you answer it with some version of like tranqui, you know, I'm chill, I'm good. It's the little things. I always know I've been in a country long enough when I start to have a preferred brand of coconut water. This stuff's great. It is an interesting cultural juxtaposition because typically I do not mind being the only white guy in a crowd. It doesn't bother me at all. And it doesn't actually bother me here only in regards to the fact that because I stand out, one in probably, this is not an overestimate, one in probably 5 people sees me and is trying to get me to spend some of what they assume the money I have on them, give them, that kind of thing. So in another country or in another area where I'm the only one, the true minority, I've not run into that. Typically it's more of a just, hey, how you doing? Not a problem. They might be like 1 in 100. Here it's about 1 in 5, 1 in 10. It is really off-putting, unfortunately. If I needed one more sign that it was time to get the fuck out of Dodge, it's a cruise ship. Man, nice try. Almost had him. Yeah, that's air conditioning overflow. At least I hope it is. For those of you who had said previously over this last year that you wanted to see more of me in my videos, well, I hope you're enjoying this one because obviously you've got a lot of me in it. This one, I'm back in my room before my flight because I just walked past a dead vagrant woman on the sidewalk. And how do I know she was dead? Well, because there were 8 police officers around her, also attempting to block the looky-loos and gawkers, because of course, even here, people want to take pictures. That's repellent to me. So essentially, the gringo is back in his room until he leaves. Lo siento. It's life, man. And death, too. All right, that's my buddy. That's Thin Lizzy. That's the lizard that lives behind my refrigerator. Been hanging out all week.
Buen provecho. You know what that means? Buen provecho.
Enjoy. Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
Ya tú sabes.
Sí, sí, sí. Grabó lo que veo
Sí.
y se lo muestro.
Sí, claro.
I think the problem with delays is that this is what happens, especially with Americans. They all end up being dicks. We haven't even started loading it, and everybody is already pressing up against it. To just chill out. You pressing and being a dick is not going to help anything.
Just in time. Now that is speed, folks.
I had never flown an American Eagle out of Miami International before, so it was interesting to see a different portion of the airport, and I wanted to share it here.
Big experience, guys, so even though this wasn't what I had planned for this trip, this is still kind of cool. Always about experiences, children. Always about experiences.
for coming along with me. That was not the trip I planned or intended to take. But why get upset about it? The only thing I found really distasteful was that tour group ghosting me. That is very, very unprofessional, and it shows how quickly a vacation can turn south when you depend on businesses and they don't come through. Other aspects were annoying, but it was an experience, and that's why I travel. I go someplace because it's not here. I get to meet new people. I get to speak a language that was not my birth language. That is really the whole point, isn't it? To just experience things. So even if it's bad things, it gives you perspective. That's what travel is all about. It's not about girls in bikinis and sitting on a beach and drinking alcoholic beverages. It's about gaining perspective and experience, at least for me. So, thanks again.